Imagine a scenario where Russia decides to attack the United States. How would the world react? What would the global impact be? Now, this is purely hypothetical, but it's a question that can send chills down anyone's spine. We're about to explore this unlikely yet deeply unsettling possibility. We'll be comparing the military strengths of these two global powerhouses and contemplating the potential global fallout of such a conflict. To understand the potential outcome, we first need to delve into the military strengths of both nations. The United States, known for having the most powerful military in the world, is a formidable adversary. With a military force of over 1.3 million active personnel, it boasts the third largest army globally. But it's not just about numbers. The strength of the US military also lies in its technological superiority. From cutting-edge aircraft to advanced naval vessels and even cyber warfare capabilities, the United States is at the forefront of military technology. Beyond technology and personnel, the United States has a network of strategic alliances spanning the globe. It's a member of NATO, a military alliance of 29 North American and European countries, as well as numerous bilateral defense agreements with nations across Asia and the Pacific. These alliances significantly extend the reach and influence of the US military. The United States military power is undeniably impressive. But what about Russia? Russia, once part of the mighty Soviet Union, is not to be underestimated when it comes to military prowess. This nation, spanning 11 time zones, boasts one of the world's most formidable military forces. Its vast army, combined with a navy that roams through multiple oceans and an air force that can reach any corner of the globe, forms a triad of power that commands respect. Russia's military technology too has seen significant advancement. They have been at the forefront of developing hypersonic weapons that could potentially change the face of warfare. These incredibly fast and maneuverable weapons can evade most modern defense systems, adding a new layer of complexity to any potential conflict. But it's not just the size of their forces or their technological advances that make Russia a force to be reckoned with. The nation's strategic alliances, especially with countries like China, further solidify its position on the global stage. These partnerships could potentially tip the balance of power in any hypothetical conflict. With both nations boasting significant military power, a confrontation could have dire consequences. Now, let's consider the military strategies of both nations. On one side of the ring, we have Russia, a nation known for its doctrine of strategic depth. This approach, deeply rooted in their history, emphasizes the utilization of vast landmass to absorb an initial attack, thereby buying time to mobilize and counterattack. Russia also places a strong emphasis on cyber warfare, leveraging technology to disrupt and destabilize adversaries. On the other side, we have the United States, a country whose military strategy is defined by power projection. The US focuses on the ability to deploy and sustain forces outside its territory. This is achieved through a network of overseas military bases and advanced technology that allows for rapid mobilization. The US also heavily invests in intelligence and surveillance capabilities to preemptively detect threats. Both nations have a nuclear triad which consists of land-launched nuclear missiles, strategic aircraft with nuclear bombs or missiles, and nuclear missile-armed submarines. This ensures a second strike capability in the event of a nuclear war, a chilling reminder of the potential consequences of a conflict between these two military giants. The strategies of both nations are shaped by their individual strengths, but what would the global impact be if these two titans clashed? A conflict between Russia and the United States would undoubtedly have a profound global impact. The political landscape would be dramatically reshaped. Nations worldwide would be compelled to choose sides in this colossal standoff, potentially fracturing alliances and creating new ones. The United Nations, tasked with maintaining global peace, would be tested like never before. Economically, the impact would be just as significant. The United States and Russia are key players in the global economy. A conflict would disrupt international trade, leading to potential shortages and skyrocketing prices. Not to mention, the economic aftershock would likely plunge the world into a severe recession. Socially, the repercussions would be immense. The fear and uncertainty generated by such a conflict could provoke global unrest. The displacement of people due to the war would lead to one of the largest refugee crises in history. We must also consider the potential for a nuclear escalation. The United States and Russia possess the largest nuclear arsenals in the world. A nuclear conflict would not only devastate the involved nations, but also have serious environmental consequences. The nuclear winter that would follow could lead to a global famine, affecting billions. The global response to such a scenario would be crucial. Nations would need to unite, taking swift action to mediate the conflict and prevent further escalation. International organizations, nonprofits, and even individuals would need to step up, providing aid and support to those affected. The ramifications of such a conflict would be far-reaching and catastrophic, serving as a stark reminder of the importance of diplomacy and peace.